Did you know? There are places on Earth so secretive, so heavily guarded, that you'll never get to see them for yourself. From top-secret military bases to islands untouched by time, these locations are locked away from the public eye, sparking endless curiosity and speculation. Today, we're counting down the top 10 most restricted places in the world. The Vatican Secret Archives, the hidden vault of history. Buried in the heart of Vatican City lies the Vatican Secret Archives, a place that has sparked curiosity and conspiracy theories for centuries. They hold 12 centuries of confidential documents that range from papal letters to state secrets. Now, why all the secrecy? Well, the Vatican says it's to protect fragile historical documents, some of which go back to the 8th century. Mind you, only a select group of approved scholars get to see these treasures, and even they have to make very specific requests about what documents they want to study.
As anyone gets. For the first time, it was possible to shoot the following footage of what lies beyond the reading rooms.
Here's a weird one. The archive is believed to also contain a letter from Mary Queen of Scots, amongst other things, written to Pope Sixtus V just before her execution, begging him to save her life. So, what happens if you try to sneak in? Well, don't even think about it. The Vatican is highly guarded, and any unauthorized access will result in immediate arrest by the Swiss Guard. And trust me, you don't want to mess with them. Svalbard Global Seed Vault. Up in the freezing Arctic, hidden inside a mountain, lies the Svalbard Global Seed Vault. It might look like a simple bunker, but this place holds something incredibly valuable: the future of food. It's a high-security vault containing over 1 million seed samples from around the world, everything from common crops like wheat and rice to rare varieties that might be our savior in a global disaster. The vault was built to safeguard the genetic diversity of our food supply in case of climate change, natural disasters, or even war. Only authorized scientists can access the vault, and even then, it's just to add or retrieve seeds. This place is all about preserving life, and they can't risk contamination or damage to the seeds. The vault's design can withstand everything from nuclear fallout to a rise in sea levels caused by global warming. It's basically doomsday-proof. Considering its location in the remote Arctic, even getting near the vault without permission would be impossible. But if you did, you'd face prosecution, and good luck surviving the icy wilderness. Snake Island, the world's deadliest island. At first glance, Snake Island off the coast of Brazil looks like the perfect tropical getaway, until you realize it's literally crawling with thousands of deadly snakes. Known as Ilha da Queimada Grande, this island is home to golden lancehead vipers, which are so venomous their bite can melt human flesh. This place is so dangerous that the Brazilian Navy has declared it off limits to everyone except for a few scientists who study the snakes under strict supervision. The venom from these snakes are so deadly, it can kill within hours. With 1 snake per square meter, walking around here is like playing a deadly game of don't step on the snake. Local legend has it that pirates buried treasure on the island, and they left the snakes behind as guardians. Whether or not that's true, no one's sticking around to find out, and let's be clear, if you try to visit without permission, you'll be intercepted by the Brazilian Navy. And even if you manage to sneak past them, well, the snakes would take care of the rest.
Ow! Kurt, take me to the hospital! Take me to the hospital! Get that snake! Get that snake! At your mailbox! Right there!
Dimona Nuclear Facility. Located in the middle of the Negev Desert, the Dimona nuclear facility is one of Israel's most secretive and heavily guarded places. While officially described as a nuclear research center, many believe that it's the heart of Israel's nuclear weapons program. The government has never confirmed or denied this, adding to the mystery. The entire facility is under military protection, and even most Israelis aren't allowed anywhere near it. The secrecy is so intense that the area around Dimona is a no-fly zone, and satellite images are usually blurred or censored. Here's something odd. According to reports, there's an underground bunker beneath the facility that's been designed to survive a nuclear strike. Try to sneak in here, and you'll be greeted by armed military personnel, and they don't take trespassing lightly. At best, you'll be arrested, and at worst, well, let's just say you won't get far. Mezhgory, Russia's closed city. Welcome to Mezhgory, a small town tucked away in the Ural Mountains of Russia. But this isn't just any small town, it's a closed city, meaning you need special permission from the Russian government just to enter. The town is believed to house a top-secret military base and possibly an underground bunker system for nuclear weapons. Mezhgory has been sealed off since the Soviet era, and speculation runs wild about what's really happening there. Some think it's the center of Russia's nuclear defense program, while others believe it's where the country's elite will go in case of a nuclear war. Rumor has it there's a mountain bunker nearby, large enough to shelter 40,000 people in case of a nuclear strike. It's like a secret city within a city. Of course, try to enter Mezhgory without permission, and you'll be swiftly arrested by the Russian military. This town is a no-go zone for anyone without top-level clearance, and getting in is next to impossible. The Hermit Kingdom, North Korea. Area 51, the mystery in the desert. You've heard the rumors, you've seen the movies, but what exactly is Area 51? Officially, it's a United States Air Force testing facility, but the government kept its very existence secret for decades. This has led to countless conspiracy theories about UFOs and alien autopsies happening inside. But what we do know for sure is that Area 51 is all about testing top-secret aircraft and military technology. Why is it so restricted? Because the military doesn't want anyone knowing what they're working on. It's rumored to be home to experimental aircraft, like the Stealth Bomber, before they're revealed to the public. The area is patrolled by armed guards and is surrounded by motion sensors, so even getting close to the perimeter is risky. In 2019, millions of people jokingly RSVP'd to a Facebook event to storm Area 51, but the US Air Force quickly warned against it, saying they'd be met with force. Spoiler? The event never happened. The consequences for trespassing include arrests, heavy fines, and in the worst case, well, use of force. Diego Garcia, the Forbidden Isle. In the middle of the Indian Ocean, 1,000 miles southwest of India, lies Diego Garcia, a tropical paradise that civilians will never get to visit. Since the 1970s, this remote island has been home to a joint British-United States military base, codenamed Camp Justice. Its strategic location makes it the perfect launch pad for military operations, with bomber squadrons, spy planes, and even nuclear submarines stationed here. The indigenous population, the Chagosians, were forcibly relocated when the base was built, and now, the entire island is off-limits to civilians. It's one of the most heavily fortified military outposts in the world. Diego Garcia plays a key role in the United States military power across the Indian Ocean, and no commercial flights, journalists, or human rights observers are allowed here. There are rumors that the island is also used for secret CIA operations, including hosting black sites, secret prisons for high-profile detainees. Try to get anywhere near Diego Garcia, and you'll be stopped by a naval blockade. The consequences: immediate detainment, and possibly worse if you're caught snooping around military operations. Here's a tip: avoid Diego Garcia. The North Sentinel Island, the last uncontacted people. This one of the most mysterious and dangerous places on Earth. Located in the Andaman Sea, this island is home to the Sentinelese, one of the last uncontacted tribes in the world. The Indian government has declared it a no-contact zone, and for good reason. The Sentinelese have fiercely resisted all attempts at contact, and any outsider who tries to land on the island are met with deadly force. The Indian government has forbidden all visits to protect both the tribe and potential visitors. The Sentinelese have lived in complete isolation for thousands of years, and any contact with the outside world could expose them to diseases that their immune systems couldn't handle. Plus, they've made it clear they don't want visitors. In 2004, after a devastating tsunami hit the area, the Sentinelese were spotted firing arrows at a rescue helicopter. Turns out, they survived just fine without outside help. Ignore the no-contact law, and you could end up dead, just like a missionary who was killed in 2018 after trying to visit the island. And even if you survive the tribe, you'll be prosecuted under Indian law for violating their protected status. This is one place where outsiders are simply not welcomed. And finally, the Pine Gap, the most mysterious surveillance base on Earth. Tucked away in the middle of the Australian outback lies one of the most secretive and heavily restricted places on Earth. Pine Gap. It's a joint United States-Australian military base, but it's also so much more than that. Pine Gap is one of the world's most important surveillance and intelligence gathering facilities. You've probably never heard of it, and that's exactly how they want to keep it. Officially, Pine Gap is a satellite tracking station, but insiders have confirmed it's the heart of global surveillance operations. Those huge, mysterious domes, they're hiding satellite dishes that collect signals intelligence. Basically, they're eavesdropping on communication across the world, from tracking missile launches to intercepting phone calls and emails. Pine Gap is essentially the eyes and ears of Western intelligence agencies. This isn't just any military base. It's one of the most secretive facilities on the planet. The United States and Australian governments work together here, but even most Australians don't know what really goes on inside. The base is used for tracking military satellites, intercepting global communications, also being involved in drone warfare operations. With its top secret classification, you won't find much public information about Pine Gap. Here's where it gets weird. Many locals in the area have reported seeing strange lights in the sky above Pine Gap. UFO sightings. Some think so, while others believe it's just a top-secret aircraft being tested in the remote desert. Pine Gap is surrounded by heavily armed guards, motion sensors, and patrols that keep the area locked down 24/7. From intercepting satellite signals to monitoring global communications, Pine Gap is at the center of some of the most secretive operations in the world. With its remote location and top-secret status, it's nearly impossible to know exactly what happens inside. But one thing's for sure, this is a place you'll never be allowed to visit, making it the most mysterious and restricted location on our list. And so we ask, which of these places intrigues you the most? Let us know in the comments. And if you're new on the channel, please hit subscribe for more explorations into the world's most mysterious places. Until next time, thanks for watching.